about it
Darlaina,
tomorrow.
who's coming up to this beautiful mic? Who is our now top seller or our best or our, I don't know. She got a lot of titles now. I'm gonna start getting me a prompt. What you read from the prompt so you can,
Yeah, the teleprompter so you can know
yeah, I gotta get a
exactly what to
teleprompter. Check it out.
say.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. Y'all see the stuff
yeah,
right here?
they
Y'all see
gave.
all my new cameras? Look, look.
Uh
Hey, look, hey, D. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
hey, stop reaching that far.
If you got a teleprompter, really?
Oh, you better get it. What?
Oh, Chucky, Chucky. Wow,
Listen,
that's amazing.
anyone can have a teleprompter. There is an
Anybody.
app
I
called.
know, but I'm just saying,
Yeah,
for
Your
him to
computer can
have
become a
one.
teleprompter for real.
absolutely. You can have a teleprompter. One is called Big View and one is called teleprompter. And you can absolutely put your words in there and hold the phone or your laptop, and the teleprompter will be right there in front of you. I'm so excited this morning. I don't even know what to do with myself.
Yeah.
I got a word this morning, and sometimes we be thinking all kinds of things. That life is doing this and doing that, but really, this happiness that we seek is so available for everybody if you just decide to have happy, to be happy. To decide to um, learn even what happiness is for yourself. And so every morning I listen to something. So this morning I listened to Abraham Hicks. I listen to Abraham Hicks a lot. And what she said was that we all have in us the power that creates worlds. So God is the power that has created this world, right? And he says that we're created in his image. So we have the power to create our world. And then, how for a long time we've been saying life is not happening to you, life is happening for you. Well, let me tell you what she said. Life is happening from you. I'm going to let that sit there for a second. Life is not happening to you, life is happening from you. Now, what does that mean? That means that your emotional state, whatever it is that you are allowing, anger, sadness, hurt, you are creating your world from that. So if you are in happiness, guess what? When you walk outside, you skipping your feet and you just all excited. It's a happy day and it doesn't matter what's going on. Well, anybody can come up to you and they can say whatever and you still going to be in happy. That is you creating your world. Life is happening from you. But if you get on the proverbial get up on the wrong side of the bed and you are unhappy and you feeling sad or you feeling angry, guess what? Life is happening from you. Now every little thing that happens, somebody cut you off, you cussing, somebody got you waiting in line, you upset, you all of these things is so true. Life is happening from you. So we get to choose happy. And worry, anger, specifically anger, causes dis-ease in the body. Anger causes cancer. Anger will sit in your liver. Anger will sit in your kidneys and cause all kinds of dis-ease. And you start saying, "Oh, I'm having a problem with my liver." How angry are you? Your liver really is the seat of anger. Your liver cleans your body out. You keep pressing anger down there, you're going to cause dis-ease in the body. And so we got to feel good. And when you find something to feel good about, something to feel happy about, you need to hold on to those feelings and run it in the ground. That's what she said. Run it in the ground. You know how somebody, you get a good joke and then you tell the joke and then you keep telling the joke to everybody because it was so funny to you, and then you done told the joke so many times. You're like, girl, I heard it the first time. It was funny then. It ain't funny no more because I done laughed all I could laugh about it. But it's you holding on to happy. So find something that you can hold on to, a good feeling. Maybe it was your wedding day. Maybe it was a good day at work. Maybe it was when your child was born. Maybe it was some amazing day you had with your girlfriends or your guy friends or your family. Find those feelings and hold, hold, because those feelings of happiness will create your world, because life is not happening to you, it's happening from you. People often say, and anybody here who knows me, they will, y'all say it too. Girl, you happy all the time. You happy all the time. That's because I choose happy. I just was telling the first group, the 8 o'clock call group, I couldn't remember the last time I got angry, like angry and yell and scream and cuss. Then I said, "Ooh, yes, I do. I remember. It was 2011. It was 2011. I was taking care of my ex-husband, and it was tough. And people was gunning for me, coming for me, and so I got angry and I cussed. 2011, last time. Doesn't mean that I haven't been disappointed in people in all these years. Doesn't mean that people haven't done things to that should invoke anger. But I have chosen not to get angry. See, I know that anger causes disease for sure, because cancer is a disease of anger, deep hurt, regret, and deep grief. I don't want none of that. And I know that anger also shows up as wrinkles. I am too cute for that. I'm trying to keep these forehead lines from getting any deeper. So ain't nobody got time for that. And so when you choose happy, so many things start to come to you, and you think that it's just because you lucky, or just because it's coincidence or it's happenstance. No, you are on a high vibration of happiness and joy. And happiness and joy, that's where all your money is at. That's where all the things that you've been asking for is at. It's all up here. It is not down here in those low vibration emotions and anger and sadness and hurt. It's not down there. Because what you notice is when you down here, you go down there. And you can't. Me and my girlfriends, we got a joke. And the joke is, you're going too deep. You're going too deep. If you go any deeper, I ain't gonna be able to pull you out. One of my girlfriends called me crying about the hairdresser canceling on her, and she knows how important it is for me to do my hair. And then she started crying about her hair, and I said, "Are you crying about your hair?" I said, "Girl, you're going deep." And then we both bust out laughing, because that's our word. That's our say. You're going too deep. Because if you go that deep, you're not going to be able to pull yourself out, and I'm not going to be able to pull you out. So don't go deep. Don't go deep. It is what it is. And I told her, I said, "Don't you know how to do your hair?" She was like, "Yeah." I said, "Okay, so this week you do your hair. It's fine. Do your hair." Or whatever it is that you're doing, 9 times out of 10, there's more than one way to skin a cat. And this power of happy that we have, it absolutely will keep us in this positive space. If you stay in happy, do you notice that you kind of like float through the day when you happy? You might be on the highway, and all of a sudden you don't even say anything. You just take an exit that's not your normal exit, and you like, I don't know why I got off at that exit. And then you hear later it was a 5-car pileup, and you let your higher self move you right on along through it. So your higher self moved you right on out of the way. moved you out of a traffic jam, moved you out of something. When you say, "Oh my goodness, that was a coincidence." No, it's not. It's you being up here on high vibration, and as you are vibrating high, you are attracting more things that vibrate high, and traffic ain't one of them. So feel good, run in the ground, hold on to the feel good, and loop it. You know how they keep playing something over and over? Loop it. Loop that happiness in your mind. Loop that happiness that you experience. Whatever that thing you holding on to, your wedding day, the birth of your child, hold on to it. Happy days. See, she even said, when you go on vacation, you so excited to go on vacation. But if you're not happy at work, you ain't gonna be happy on vacation. Because this is what you're gonna say. Oh, it's too short. Oh my goodness, we was delayed. And you go into everything that went wrong on vacation because you have to learn how to be happy at work while you're there earning the money to create the money so that you can go on vacation. So you got to be happy there so that you can be happy on vacation. And it's so important to stay in this happy because in this happy, you're being directed to the stuff that you've been asking for. She talked about this thing with traffic and she's right. I was in traffic and I'm just like, oh my goodness, I'm on my own block, the street before my block to turn onto my block, and I'm waiting in traffic. And I'm in traffic and I'm happy because whenever I get in traffic, I play music, I play books, all that. So I'm already vibrating high. And I just so happen to look in my rearview mirror and I see it's two lanes, one going this way, one going that way. That's it. And so you look in the mirror, you see just the yellow line. And in the yellow line, I see this red truck barreling down the line. And as it's coming down the line, it's banging into cars, both sides banging. It's just going. I don't know whether they was running from the police or what, but they was coming. They was banging it. But I saw it. And I just gently just scooped my car over to the grass. And guess what happened? That car hit the car behind me and the car in front of me. And I was able to move around and go straight to my house without no incident, right? I'm vibrating high. I'm not attracting accidents. I'm not attracting problems. And then another time, I'm on my way to see one of my friends on, I don't know, one of these highways, 285, one of them, big one. And right, I had my phone in my holder, and I'm talking to Baby Rose on my way to my girlfriend's house. Then all of a sudden, right in the corner of my eye, I see a 18-wheeler hit the guardrail. 18-wheeler hits the guardrail. It sends this other car careening in front of me, across from me. When I saw that, I just started to slow my car down just a little bit so I'm in control of my car. And so that car then comes all the way across all four lanes, hits the car directly on the side of me, and then all this conflict and drama just happening behind me. I see smoke, I see fire, I see all of that. It was like a scene from a movie. And if you were looking at it as an aerial view, you would see accident, 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 accident. And then you would see my little blue car just driving straight out of all of the smoke and the fire. I get to my girlfriend's house. I'm at my girlfriend's house for 2 hours, come back home and still on the other side of the road. All of the accidents, it's the fire department, it's the it's ambulances, everything. 2 hours later, still happening, and I rode through it 2 hours before. That's not a coincidence. That's vibrating high. That's vibrating in protection. That is paying attention to what is being shown to you. Absolutely, we got to vibrate high. She gave the example of her friend Barbara. Barbara is so much fun to be with Barbara because Barbara is happy all the time. Barbara is just happy go lucky, no matter what. So they're in the line at the airport, and there's this man, and there's the TSA lady, and the TSA lady is official, very official. The man steps over the line, and she says, "Sir." Get back. And he got back, but he didn't like it. So when Barbara gets up there, see, Barbara didn't even see all that. Esther saw it, but Barbara didn't see it because Barbara has determined her to herself that she is not going to focus on anything that is unhappy, anything that is drama. She's not going to focus on. So she's focusing on I'm getting through and we going where we going, and that's just that. And so, hey, watching from Dubai, welcome, welcome. So she goes through, and the lady smiles at her, and Barbara smiles back, and it's so good, and they're just going right through, and it's no problem. And when the man goes to go through, they like treat him so bad. So what was the difference? The difference was where he was vibrationally. He probably was having a bad morning, and it just went downhill from there. But Barbara, on the other hand, is like, I'm going to be happy because I'm getting where I'm going, and it's going to be fun and all that. And that's what she attracted. And that same thing goes for our life. What are you attracting? This is not coincidence. It is not happenstance. It is creation. You are creating your world by how you feel. Our emotions are our GPS. Our emotions is your God placement system. It is how you know how your day gonna be. And even when you think about the people that we love, we can't be in anger with them and, all upset with them. We could be disappointed. But you don't want to attract more of that. You don't want to cloud the relationship that you have with the person, because that is a person that you love and care for. Why are you screaming and cussing at them? You love them, right? So don't do that, right? Be proactive and happy in your life. You can only get to happy from happy. Like, okay, that makes sense. You just got to be in the zone of happy. And when you are in the zone of happy, you attract more happy. And if you find yourself not in a happy space, you have to find the things that make you happy. What are the things that make you happy? Is it music? Is it a good book? Is it a conversation with a good friend? What makes you happy? Learn your triggers and learn how you can shift yourself. How can you shift yourself? Sometimes you might just need to put on a gospel song. Shift. Maybe you really just got to call your Rocker Booster friends. You know who your Rocker Booster friends are? Those are the people who will lend you their legs of faith when your legs of faith are weak. Who are your Rocker Booster friends? Identify them early, because everybody ain't. Because this is what I know. Sometimes two ears got running mouths too. So everybody is not your Rocker Booster friend. So identify who your Rocker Booster friends are. And whenever you have something come up, absolutely call them. And when you call them, these are the words or something like that. Listen, right now in this moment, I can't see the greatness that's in me. I can't see my purpose. Can you tell me what you see in me? And let them paint the picture of what they see in you. And when they do, it will be the exact reminder that you need so that you can start to move yourself up that vibrational scale. And if you have the law of attraction planner, there's so much stuff in there that can help you to shift. In the beginning, the vibrational chart is there. If you're down here, it says affirm yourself. I am enough. I am more than enough. I feel my emotions. I do not resist. I let them go, and know that I feel sad. I'm not sad. It's not I am sad. It's I feel sad. You are not the emotion. You feel the emotion. So I feel sad. I feel unhappy. Whatever it is, you feel it and let it go. Feel it and let it go. Feel it, do the thing that you need to shift, whether that is getting with positive friends, watching a funny movie, going out in nature, give 5 compliments, do some charity work, do an act of kindness. All of these things help you to shift yourself up. You know, emphasize your happy thoughts, right? Release the negative ones, release the sad ones, but hold on to your happy thoughts. Emphasize them when they come up. Oh, yeah, that makes me happy when I think about that. And the other stuff, let it go. Bridget say, flush it. Flush them negative thoughts. Choose to focus on the things that make you happy. The knowing of you is happiness. The knowing of who you are and what you are is happy. Don't you just love you? I just love me. Your personal preference, your personal desires, the energy that creates worlds backs all of that up. God said it. And when you feel unhappy, 2 things: pray and then meditate. Be still and know. Just be still. And then if it's something that you need to be faithful about, said all we need is mustard seed. A mustard seed so small you can't even see it. And sometimes in my prayer time, that's what I say. I say, God, all I have is this mustard seed. You said that's all I need. And in this moment, that's all I got. The path that you are on is the right path for you. It is the path for you. It is the right path for you. It doesn't matter what people think or what people say. You are on the right path for you. Your experiences are the unfolding of what you want. So stand in your now. Stand in your now. It is your now. It's no one else's. It is your now. Stand in your happiness now. Stand in it now. You know, while Esther was talking, the phone rang and she said, "Hello, this is infinite intelligence. We have everything that you want. You have access to infinite intelligence." And in infinite intelligence, it tells us that we can be, do, or have anything that we want. And it starts with your emotions just being happy. Just be happy. And are you in the art of allowing yourself to be happy? There is an art to allowing. The art of allowing, this is the part where you are in receiving mode. Receiving mode. Be in the art. Learn the art of allowing life to show up however it's going to show up, in the knowing that everything you ask for is already yours. It's already here. But when you get in anger and sadness and hurt, you block it. When you get in anger, sadness, and hurt, you say, you know what? I don't want none of that stuff that I said I wanted. So let me just start all over from anger, sadness, and hurt. Know that whenever you are there, you are blocking the very things that you say you want. Because nothing good is going to come from anger and sadness and hurt. But when you raise your vibration to joy, peace, and abundance and love, that's where all your money is at. That's where all your dreams are at. That's where all your goals are at. So whenever you find yourself down here, know that you are no longer in alignment with the things that you asked for. You got to bring yourself back up. And knowing what the things are that shift you will do that. So be in alignment so that you are not in resistance. As long as you are in this happiness alignment, more happy things can happen to you. I know it. I live it. One day I'm going to write a book about all of it. because I'm absolutely living in that. As long as I keep my vibration up, no matter what it looks like. Because mm, if I went by what it looked like, I'd have been quit. I'd have been quit. Clearly, I haven't. And most of you, you know my story. You've been here with me long enough to know. You seen me live the good, the bad, and the indifferent. The contrast, the conflict, the drama. You saw it. And here I am looking no worse for the wear. If there is no other evidence in your life about living in happiness and joy and peace and watching a life unfold, a life that I have asked for, a life that I have believed for, if there are no other evidences in your life, I sit here today as your evidence that you can be or do or have anything you want if you stay in this allowing. Disallowing all good life experiences is only going to keep you in more resistance. If you find yourself just down and you've been down for days and somebody said, "Come on, let's go outside." You say, "Oh no, I'm just going to stay right here." You are disallowing good life experiences. Only in the good life experiences can you feel the good feelings, and you need to feel the good feelings in order to go outside to get more good feelings. Or you can stay inside and create the feelings by watching a good movie or calling a good friend or finding that thing that shifts you while you're in your house. If you are in fear, and fear lives in your kidneys, anger lives in your liver, fear lives in your kidneys. If you are fearful, you're blocking all your happiness as well. They say it's nothing to fear but fear itself. Or feel the fear and do it anyway. So many of you, especially in my group, after 218 days online, are walking and feeling the fear and doing it anyway. I don't know if y'all know, Brenda Bryant just released her self-love journal. Oh my goodness. Like, I remember Bridget just being the lady in the corner. I mean, not Bridget, Brenda being the lady in the corner and not really saying much. And all the whole while she's been crafting, making jewelry. Man, she got the idea for a t-shirt from just listening, and then created the t-shirt. And now we all got one. That's walking in alignment with what she wants. She wants that business to pay her. So far, so good, huh, Brenda? But know the goodness of you being able to create the life that you want. You are living in that goodness of being able to create the life that you want. And in that goodness comes the resources that you need to create the life that you want. And so when you speak to this happiness, what are the components of this happiness? The components is one, mindfulness. Being mindful when you're not happy, being mindful that happiness is yours, being mindful that you get to choose happy. And happiness looks different for each person. Everybody is not going to be happy with a big old house and big cars and all that. Some people, happiness is just being able to be with their family or be with the people that they love. So it's different for everybody. So your version of happy is not my version of happy. So it's okay for you to find your version of happy, but to get to it. And if you're not living in happy, then maybe it's time to reevaluate the life that you are choosing for yourself. Because the creator himself did not create you to live in unhappiness or in conflict or in drama. If you are living in conflict and drama, conflama, that's no way for you to live. But we all have different goals and different dreams and different values. But despite it all, there are these core components of happiness that are necessary for contentment, whether you want to live in the mountains and raise goats, or in the city and be a business magnate, or focus on things that lead you to a life of lasting contentment and fulfillment. And that's different for everybody, and it's okay. So when I say mindfulness, what is mindfulness? Mindfulness is really the ability to be fully present in the current moment and in what is happening now. You know, they say that the past is gone. It's over there. It's gone. The past is gone. You can't do nothing about what happened in your 20s, what happened in your childhood. You can't do nothing about that. Some of you are holding on to the past like a dog with a bone with gravy on it. Let it go. Because only in the letting go, only in the forgiveness of it, can you get to happy. So the past is gone. There's nothing you can do about it. The future, although we do things to plan for it, it doesn't even exist yet. So we can't live there either. So the past is gone, the future doesn't exist. That's why they call the present the gift. And then there's this quote by Lazo, and it said, if you are depressed, you are living in the past. If you are anxious, you are living in the future. But if you are at peace, you are living in the present. You are living now. So be in the now of life. Absolutely, any discomfort that you're living in your life is not even from the present. That's from the past 5 years of who you were. You may not be that person now. So now you are doing things in this moment to create a different experience so that 5 years coming will be way different than the 5 years in the past. Does that make sense? So if you are focusing on the future too much, and it's like, oh my God, I got to do this, I got to do that for my future, or on past things that happened to you. Oh, that happened to me and I'm just sad. Either way can lead to potential sadness, depression, and anxiety. But being mindful in the moment, thinking of everything that's in the present and what's happening right now, people who are mindful of now are mindful of your thoughts and your feelings, and we don't suppress our feelings and we don't judge the feelings. We just feel them and let them go. Feel them and let them go. Don't hold on to the anger. Let that go fast. Don't hold on to the sadness. Let that go fast. And that doesn't mean that we won't feel sadness. We feel the sadness. We're not sad, but we feel the sadness. We feel the sadness of loss of loved ones, the sadness of losing a job, losing a car, losing a home. There's a lot of things to feel sad about, but we don't want to hold on to them. Even in the loss of a loved one, the power is in the memories. The power is in the love that you felt for them. So you want to shift from the sadness to the love. And that's not an easy task. I'm not saying it. It sounds easy. But they say sounds simple, but not easy. It takes work to be mindful. It takes work to be in a mindfulness space. It's a skill. It's a skill to learn. Emotional intelligence is a skill that we have to cultivate and practice. And so it's so important for us to focus on the present moment. And even as things come up, we find ways to get through whatever it is that we're experiencing. God has given us so much. We have so much evidence in our toolbox how God has shown up for you so many times giving you everything you asked for, so many times showing you the way. like literally showing you the way. Don't go that way, don't go that way, go this way. And guess what? Sometimes you'll get the message to go this way, but you still go that way. You see all the red flags and you still go that way. But all that does is redirect you to the original way, right? How much evidence do you have in your toolbox when God showed up for you? You remember that time when you thought you wasn't going to get through it, and then God showed up. And then you remember the time before that you thought you wasn't going to get through it, when God showed up and helped you through it. You have so much evidence that even whatever you're experiencing in this moment, that God will show up and get you through it. The court cases, the divorces, the accidents, the home, the rent, the mortgage, the car payment. He gonna get you through it. He always do. And I promise you, sometimes the things that we absolutely experience is that thing that's directing us to the next level. Releasing of the relationship is so that you can get to the right one that you're supposed to be in. The releasing of the house is so you can get to the bigger one. There's so many things that release from us, and we don't understand that actually we are creating it because that is not what we really want. So in order to get to what you really want, sometimes certain things got to be let go of you. We see that in the evidence of the rocket ship. It's going up, and that's you going up, going up, going up. And as you are going up, pieces is being dropped off, just like the rocket. And as those pieces get dropped off, those heavy bags, those heavy relationships, those heavy jobs, and all that, as those things are being released from you, you elevate faster and faster. And so being mindful really affects your happiness in a lot of ways. Mindfulness helps you stop from brooding and on past worrying about or worrying about the future. Worrying about the past or worrying about the future. Being self-aware is what's happening right now. Or being mindful reduces your stress levels and makes you more relaxed. It really fosters your ability to learn and be creative. It also helps you sleep, to have good quality sleep so that you sleep well. Practicing mindfulness really increases your connections in the portions of the brain responsible for your emotional regulation, the regulation of empathy and memory. It even increases the quality of your relationships. And when you increase those qualities, it leads to more happiness and more contentment in your life. It's so important to be mindful and self-aware. Relationships are important too to happiness, right? But what type of relationships? How about let's start with the relationship that you have with yourself? Self love, self care is the key to all love. You are the first indication on how the world is supposed to love on you. So give us a good example. I often think about Sabrina when I think about that. Sabrina said, well, if I don't find nobody right now, I'm taking myself out. And I'm not taking myself to no corny Fridays. I'm taking myself to the best seafood restaurant. I'm taking myself to the best vacation. I'm taking myself, man, look, I'm going to look good too while I'm doing it. So let me get my workout on and all of that. So absolutely, this amazing person that's in her life absolutely took all those lessons. And I'm sure everything that is happening in that relationship is everything that she already was doing. So in order for you to get love, you got to feel love. You got to be love first. You got to do it first. You can't always say, "Oh, if I'm gonna be in love, I gotta have somebody to love on." Yeah, you do yourself. Practice on yourself. That love that you would give someone else, practice on yourself first. And be okay with letting go of any relationships that are unsupportive. That means people, that means mother, father, sister, brother, boyfriend, girlfriend. If they are not supportive relationships, we need to let them go because they toxic. Toxicity creates illness. Okay. The next thing is gratitude. Just being grateful. Gratitude. Be grateful. How can I be grateful? First of all, count your blessings. Count all of them. I got a roof over my head. I got a car to drive. Don't count, oh my God, my rent, my mortgage payment. Don't count that. Count, I got a roof over my head. Don't count the electric, the gas, and the phone. Count, I have a roof over my head. Don't count how much gas costs or how much maintenance costs. Count that you got a car to drive. Count the job that gives you the money so that you can pay for this life that you're living. Don't count the girl that you don't like that you sit across from. Don't count that. Count the blessings. Write down everything that you have to be grateful for. Steve Harvey said he got a list of like 300 things. And whenever he feel away, he start going down his list. By the time he get to number 17, he feeling good. Get your gratitude list together. Journal it. Write it down, the things that you're grateful for. Do meditations and prayer where you talk about what you're grateful for. And then maybe have some visual reminders with your vision board. And then just create a gratitude practice for yourself, whether it's just counting your blessings. And then, life, there's some simplicity in it. There's certain things that we know for a fact, know that it's a given. Less is more a lot of times. And it's okay to focus on the things and the people that are most meaningful for you in your life. And that might mean just having a cup of coffee at the house with somebody that you love. Keep it simple, sweetheart. And just be with the things and the places. Sometimes just walk out and look at the house that you live in all of its glory or not glory, and feel gratitude for this place that protects you from the rain and the snow and the wind and the cold and the heat. Be in gratitude for the simple things. Embracing the simplicity of life will impact how happy you feel. I'm so happy that I have a replacement for my teacup. And y'all know I cried for so long when I lost my teacup. But now I have my teacup back. And I'm so happy to just have a simple cup of tea. Oh, don't drop it again, girl. The simple things, be in the simple things of life. The areas of life that you can simplify them even more. List areas of your personal life that can be simplified. Do some self-reflection and figure out what that is. And then lastly, what is your purpose? Why are you here? Having a purpose in life absolutely can impact your happiness. Knowing why you are here, who you are here to serve, who you have an affinity to help. Is it women or children or families or men? Who is it? Who is it your ministry to touch? And trust me, whatever your purpose is, whatever that thing is that God loaded you with to do, when He made the calling on your life, it was not a conference call. That call was to you. So the people around you may not understand, and they don't have to. You just keep walking in purpose. And by walking in that sense of purpose will make you so happy. Being in and on purpose, as you are doing it, it lowers your anxiety about life and the direction that it's headed in. I know as long as I stay serving, I feel good. I feel good right now in this moment because this is the thing. I'm in my calling, I'm in my gifting. And the more I do that, the more I feel good and the more life absolutely shows up in some of the most amazing ways. So, absolutely, a happy life is your birthright. Happiness is your birthright. Mindfulness can help you to live in the present moment. Healthy relationships will fulfill your social needs. Gratitude for helping you to be thankful for what you have and not worry about what you don't. Simplicity to keep you focused, and purpose to guide your direction and your actions. These five things will help you to create a happy, fulfilling life. They may not be all you require, but they will form the basis of your happiness. So, absolutely start your happiness journey by working to build in those areas, working to pay attention to the things that feel good, the things that you can hold on to and loop it and know that life is not happening to you, life is happening from you. Back to you, Mr. Satcho. Burr, 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 burr. When you watching TV? You watching a movie? Oh, happy. Yeah. We can't hear it though. Oh my goodness. Yes, yes, and yes. Because I'm happy. Absolutely happy. Absolutely happy. Happy in everything. Happy in life. Happy in breath. Happy in the fact that we woke up this morning. You know, I can't hear you. It's so low. Oh my goodness. Yes, 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 for real. Because I'm happy. Cue up the happy video. Yes. I think I think probably if you watch this video one time a day or two times a day for the rest of the month, you'll inflict so much happiness on yourself by doing that. The same that we do when we watch The Secret for 30 days, or we watch um, any of these things that impact our lives will absolutely bring happy to you.
Hey, Darlaina!
Yes.
What in the girl? You is rocking this thing right now. You already know how I feel about that thing called happy, right?
Yes. It's so funny. I when you were talking when I came on, I said I didn't even tell him what I was talking about today. So there's a YouTube video. It's called Happiness Rampage by Abraham Hicks, and it's another one. What was the other one, Brenda, that came on after that one that we listened to this morning? I'm gonna post them both in the group. I mean, if you
I
just
want to listen to the Abraham Hicks one. That's the one I want.
yeah, it's both of them is Abraham Hicks. One is it's called Happiness Rampage. It's 13 minutes, and then the other one they both came from 2021. The other one was something about the power of your mind, but it just kind of like they kind of like just brought the whole subject together. And I listened to him this morning before I even started my day, and it was just like, happiness. That's it. Let's just talk about being happy. And then here you come. You was already talking about being happy, and
The other one was unlock the potential of your mind.
unlock the potential of your mind, and that is also by Abraham Hicks. And it really is all about the thoughts of happy and how we can hold on to the happiness feelings from different events of our life and then loop the happiness, just keep it going, like play it over and over, like on repeat. And as you live and walk in that happy is going to attract more happy things, more happy events, more happy things. It's going to make you happier. So it's so important for us to loop happy. So play happy video every day. I think that'll be good. Play Pharrell every day for the.
Well, first and foremost, that's what I used to do. When we first started to fit the LCA, every morning we started on that. That's the first thing we listened to. happy.
Happy.
And the way he looks, and I like the one with all of the memes, those yellow things that's just
Yes.
running around the meatballs. Yeah, and they're just happy.
Yes.
That just has to make it was just like this. You remember? Do you ever like Darlaina?
Yes.
Have you ever been around people who were crying and it did not make you sad as well?
Yep.
I'm
Just
serious.
happened yesterday. Just happened yesterday. My friend called me talking about, I'm so unhappy. I can't do it no more. I'm like, girl, it is not that serious. Crying over grown kids. That baby is grown, honey. You supposed to kiss him on the cheek and give him back to God and go
Hello?
about your life. It's your time now. Listen, we're not crying about things that we don't have control over. That's what that serenity prayer is all about. The things we can control, we do something about. The things we can't, we can't control
Let
it.
them
Can't
go.
do anything about it. So you got to release the things you can and just ask God for the wisdom to be able to know the difference between the things you can change and the things you can't. And the things you can't, you just got to lean back, let it pass. That's all you could do.
That's real. That's real.
Yes.
So y'all have just become aware of happiness, didn't you? You all just got aware of it. Okay. I think that's what we always say. Look, I ain't telling y'all what to do, but I'm gonna make y'all aware of something.
Yes.
Now y'all can do what you want to do with this thing called happy. Because Darlaina just gave you an hour's worth of information and content to help you. If nothing else, you could take the video that we just did today. She just did it. Listen to it today. Listen to it tomorrow. Listen to it the next day. Listen to it, like you say, loop the damn thing.
Loop it.
I don't care, loop it. Music. Let
People
it loop.
loop bad things. They loop bad things that happen to them. They loop it over. He did this or she did that or he did that. Well, don't loop the bad stuff. Loop the good stuff and see what you create. See what will create from your life. When she said life, because we always hear life is not happening to you, it's happening for you. But I never heard life is happening from you. Wow. That changed everything. Life is happening from you. You are creating it as you go. So if you leave out of your house angry, you're going to create more angry things. People going to get in your way. People going to make you mad, all that. But if you leave your house happy, you create a different day. So life is not happening to you. It's happening from you. You are creating it as you go. That's powerful. That's just life changing.
That thing right there today.
That's life changing.
That's it.
That's
what we keep on saying. If you can change you, you'll change your world.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yep.
Period. So with that being said, Darlaina, again, we love you so much. Y'all better share some love. Send how much you appreciated this one today. You got a little something.
Thank you.
Y'all better go ahead and say something. Little something.
Look, the Healing House and Darlaina Rose. We sure do appreciate
it. Listen, let me ask you a question. Yes. How many of you go to the restaurant, right? And you don't tip? Is there anybody that goes out to a restaurant in this room and don't tip? Say nobody, you better get off that. Shut your mouth, boy! You hear this nigga? Oh my. So at the end of the day, guys, you just been serviced. You better leave a daggone tip. You're gonna learn that one. Even when they shitty, you still tip them like we did yesterday. She's nervous, but she walked out with a smile. Oh my goodness.
So
have a great day, guys. We on the mission. I love it all. Have a great day. Be happy on purpose. If you ain't there, hey Marcus, you better be happy. Smile, boy. Okay, y'all have a great day on purpose. Take control over your life and smile.
Yes. Absolutely.
Great day. Thanks, Mr. Lana. Thank you, Dr. Rose, Dr. Sasha. What's going on, bro?
What's up?
Recording. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being a part of just being happy. So go out there and create your world because life is not happening to you. It's absolutely happening from you. So create the world that you want. Have an amazing rest of your day. Bye for now. Thank you for watching.